Catching up on the 2019 horror films to make a proper year-end list, we have the film Bliss, which dropped on Shudder, and this stars Dora Madison, and it is about a young artist who is lacking inspiration for her newest piece of art that her agent and everyone is waiting on. So she goes and does what she knows what else to do when she needs inspiration: drugs, except for she tries this new drug called Bliss, and when she does, things start to get a little trippy for her. But inspiration eventually starts to come with it, but it comes with a price. This is the kind of film that I don't feel like there's anything in it that we haven't seen before. It is kind of one of those movies where I watch it and be like, yeah, okay, this is like this and this is like that, and there's no new ground being broken here. That said, it's still a very enjoyable watch, and I feel like for me the reason that is because of the performance by Dora Madison. I do want to say, though, that I think this character will annoy the shit out of some people, and because of that they won't particularly care for the movie or outright hate it because they cannot stand her character. For me, I can agree to an extent. Where I can't agree is in the disliking of the movie because of the character. It's actually because of her character that I do like the movie, and I know that kind of sounds contradictory, but she is a very annoying person. But Dora acting in this is great because this is the character she was told to play. This is a character that I've met. I've met this chick in this movie in my life a bunch of times. Just very self-centered, doesn't have a very vast vocabulary. She actually uses fuck more than me. And the word dude, which I've never been a big fan of a woman calling me dude. It's one of the really weird gripes I have. Dude, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. I always feel like with women, when they say dude to me, it's always in a negative connotation. There's only been one woman in my life that's ever been able to call me dude, and I was okay with it. But Dora reminded me of those chicks that I can't stand when they call me dude. And throughout the film does get pretty wild. It's more of like a drug-induced trip of a film that's faster paced and loud with some really cool musical choices, kind of punk rocky edge to it. And as I said, I mean, if the Dora Madison character is really killing the movie for you, then you're probably going to hate the film. Like, that's just going to be the rub for you. And I can't really say much else about that. But if you can go along with her character and get into her performance like I did, I think you'll have a hell of a time with it. There is a twist of sorts towards the end, so I would prefer that everyone try to avoid anything they can on this film, because where that went was nothing I haven't seen before, but because it happened, I was like, okay, that's a unique way to spin this. I like that. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. And I did like the conclusion of this. Plus the gore, when it's there, it is bloody and it is pretty damn gory. I don't want to make it seem like there's tons of gore or anything. There isn't, but man, when it's there, it's really good, and it's freaking graphic, and it's bloody as hell. And yeah, I was a big fan. Not a perfect film, not something I loved, not something I'm like dying to go back and revisit, but a really good addition to, I was gonna say great, I'm not really sure where I land on this. I don't know about great, but a really good addition to the 2019 catalog for the horror genre, and one, if you have Shudder, you absolutely need to be watching, and if you don't have Shudder, you should get it. It's very cheap, and they have a lot of great shit. And I hope you guys check this one out. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, it's just the only real qualms I had with it was that it felt old hat to me. But what it's doing in the movie, even though I've seen it before, it does well. And for that, absolutely enjoyable and worth a watch. So let me know if you check it out. Adios.